American. Hey, this is the Make Sense Again American. Shoot, it's a Monday, November after the elections. I don't know. It's gonna be a week tomorrow, and they still haven't counted Joe Biden's sea of ballots that are coming in. Man, y'all tripping. Anyways, this video is dedicated to the CEO of the SPIC. That's my boy. He talks just like me. I say spick. I'm a beaner at heart. It's how we speak. It's how we talk. We're just wired differently, you know? Nothing offends us. We don't get a period stain on our boxers when somebody says an offensive name about our culture. We just say, yeah, you too. Oh, you call me a wetback? Oh, fuck you, white boy. That's how we say it. That's it. Anyways, but I'm dedicating this video to him. I need to make sense of it, though. So he told me to do a video of the shaming tactics that blacks are doing on the Latino voters, and how dare we stray, and how could we? Those guys are white, and we're almost the same. Okay, so let me build you a scenario, just a quick scenario of what could be or what could have been. This is just a scenario. Doesn't make sense. Let's say slavery never existed. Forget slavery. When you see a black man, he comes from Peru or he comes from Brazil. He has the features of a black man, which is the hair, the lips, you know, the height. You also have black men from Cameroon, Zimbabwe, Africa, Nigeria, things like that. Dark Africa. And so there are not that many of them. They're just not. They were never slaves. They weren't brought here in ships. And then a millionaire Mexican, let's say he invented a website or something, a web page, and he's just a billionaire. He decides to open the MBA, the Mexican Basketball League, the MBA. And we have heroes shooting the ball, making them, slam dunking, things like that. Of course, it'd probably be 9-foot goals, but nevertheless. Bunch of superstars named Lopez, Rodriguez, guys with first names like Carlos, you know, things like that. Garcia, Garza, Jimenez, you know, Estradas. A lot of those going around. And then there's a sense of pride when you see people of other cultures, let's say the Cambodians and Vietnamese and whites, are wearing jerseys that say Jimenez, Ortega. You know, there's a sense of pride that goes with that. Like, yeah, you know, he's not even Mexican or Latin, and he's wearing these jerseys with the last name that you could relate to, you know. And let's say that was the music era, and they're just loving the reggaeton music, even though I can't stand it. It's one simple beat. It's just that's it. You're lazy. Make music, you bastard. Don't be like, I want to make a song. Well, what are we going to use as the rhythm? I got it. That's stupid. Anyway, but to me, that's just lazy. If I'm going to make a song, it's going to sound different than all the other songs. I guess that's why we're all different in our own ways. It'll come together. You'll see it. You're already opening your eyes. Yes, we are different. All right. And let's say that we become movie stars because they need the guy to play the acting role, you know, and there's Carlos Rodriguez, and he's the doctor, and there's him, and he's a lawyer, and all the women lust for us, and all the women want us. And then all of a sudden now everybody wants to be us, and all the music you have, you'll hear some name behind it, you know, and it'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it like the Make Sense Again American. And I was like, hey, he put me on this song, you know. There's a sense of pride. Everybody wants to be us. Everybody wants to be you. And you're proud to be you. There's a sense of hope, like, man, this guy was nothing. He grew up in my block, and now he's a performer. He's an athlete. He plays baseball. He plays football. He plays, of course, soccer, but he plays in the NBA and the NFL. I guess I'll call it the MFL, the Mexican Football League. But either way, he's up there, and he's athletic, and they're giving him scholarships, and they're you know, it's just this thing. And all of a sudden now we Hispanics are saying, you know, we want to vote for this guy, not this guy. And let's say if you're Hispanic and you have all this power and everybody wants to be you, wouldn't that leave a taste in your mouth? That not everybody wants to think like you? Let me tell you something, black man. Yeah. We like your music. We're entertained. We cried when Kobe died. Okay, we cried when Michael Jordan retired. All right? And that's it. Entertain me, do your thing, tap dance. I don't have to think like you, okay? I'm a free thinker. I know what socialism is, I know what communism is, and I know what bullshit is. And you fell for it. You could have made Trump your bitch, and now you're not going to. I'm going to tell you something. This is to make sense again, American talk, and this is, forget conspiracy theory, this is going to happen. The kidnappings in Mexico will kick in 600 times more. You see, the Democrat Party finally learned that if they do what Trump did and listen to the black man and appease the black man, they will get the black vote. It's a fact. The Democrats did nothing for your black ass. Nobody has ever answered what Obama's done for you. But I can tell you what he's done for the gays, Muslims, and Mexicans. I've said that in a previous video. Obama was our bitch. Obama was our bitch. When we said something, a little bitch went running and went and retrieved it. Go fetch it, bitch. Go fetch it, you fucking bitch. And he did. Anyways, when he did that, he ignored you because the black vote was always going to be there, right? And I guess the black vote is still there. But here's what's going to be different this time. Since the Democrat Party has cheated their way into the top house, they're going to appease the black man with the one thing that you've been begging for this whole time: reparations. I want to tell you something. This will be a gift and a curse. The kidnappings in Mexico will begin in America. If we find out you have $8,000, $80,000, $800,000 for being one drop of black, get ready for kidnappings, get ready for ransoms, and get ready for heads to be cut off. All right? It's not going to be your fingers. We're not going to hold them and play with them till you pay up. You can't say, I ain't got no money, bro. No, you can't. You got it. The Democrats just handed you a check for being black, and we want it. I'm telling you, if Mexicans are going to be in the back of the line, we'll force ourselves in the front of the line. You didn't want to think like us. Now, I hope you don't get reparations for your safety. I don't give a shit. I don't need to kill an innocent child to get money from his parents. I don't. But you do understand that what Trump said about killers and rapists. Oh, and nobody trying to rape your black women. Nobody wants your black women. That is a myth. You know, the guys that did have sex with black women were the white incels that couldn't even get sex with a goat. It was not some rich guy saying, Mabel, I'm going to go ahead and go to the cottage and feed the sheep. I'll be right back. And bang your black women. Bullshit. Them women stunk. They worked all day. They were slaves. They had bad hair, ashy skin, and ugly faces. The guy that did fuck and rape, I'm not saying that the black women did not get attacked and violated. I'm saying, but the ones that did rape and violate them was that lonely kid, the little peckerwood boys, the one that don't have any action with anybody. And he blessed her with his white sperm. There is no getting black women, a history of black women getting raped by the white man. It wasn't no successful white man. It just wasn't happening, bro. It wasn't. Otherwise, you'd see that continue this day. There are no stories about white men lusting black women. There aren't. And ghetto gaggers, that's like a storyline. That's a brand. It's not something that they're chasing. The guys that are banging the women on on those concubine, something like that. But anyway, those women, after getting banged out by those guys and ghetto gaggers, yeah, the guys are still going out to the bars picking up white women. I promise you that. Okay? If that were the case. So that doesn't even count. They weren't raping your women. And you still are not getting looked at or lusted over. I'm sorry, but don't nobody want you. Not even your own black men. I am going off on a tangent, but let me go ahead and continue. This is to let you know that we're free thinkers. I'm literally warning you that when you get this reparation check, and the Democrats will jump to give it to you now. They messed up, and they're trying to make up for it, right? And they're like, we finna get our checks. No. We're gonna get your checks. Understand that. I don't want anything to do with it. But there is a plot out there. where they're no longer going to be kidnapping for $10,000 in Mexico no more. No. You got $80,000. You got $100,000. You got $500,000 apiece. We want it. Don't say you ain't got it. The kidnappings will begin in America. And for the first time, we will take your black women. This is a warning. If any Democrats out there, don't give them reparations. This is for your own safety. Mexicans are a hell of an evil race, okay? And poverty makes you do evil things, all right? In Venezuela, where they're hungry because of socialism, they're killing their own pets to eat them. That is not an act of evil. That's just an act of starvation. But when you starve, you do anything you can to not starve. I'm not wishing for reparations. I can already see the future. I already knew that this is going to be cheated. That's why I'm not here angry and pissed off. I can't believe, yes I can. I absolutely believe the Democrats are still counting votes that say nothing. You know, there's a bunch of Biden votes, pieces of paper that just say Joe Biden and nothing else. Just Joe Biden. That's it. They're like, well, a lot of people hate Trump, so they just voted in Biden. Oh yeah, but the House, but the Democrats lost 12 seats. It's funny, isn't it? Anyways, this doesn't make sense again, American. It makes sense. If you didn't want to go ahead and if you loved me when I was playing sports and I was acting in the movies, and you loved the play that he did when he played baseball, the Venezuelas, the Ortegas, the Gonzaleses, but you think differently like me, don't get offended. This is you and this is me. Don't try to shame me into thinking like you, okay? I don't think like you. I think like me. I do my homework and I do it twice. For you to have an insult or to tell me that I'm supposed to think like you, how kind of shit? Who the hell made black men talk to? Hold on, come here. If you can't tell the Cambodian what to think or the guy from Vietnam what to think, don't think you're gonna tell a Mexican what to think, okay? You don't want to be you. We want to be entertained by you. We cannot be you, okay? Anyways, this doesn't make sense. Hit me back. This is a dire warning. I'm telling you, they're gonna jump for you. And when they do, we're gonna jump too. This is a dangerous video, and that I hope never comes true. Let's just ignore everything I just said. But yeah, the Democrats are gonna jump for you guys. And when they do, now I'm just being repetitious, we're gonna jump too. This is the Make Sense Again American. Makes sense to me.